Hey, High Levelers, Rayo Daniel here. Another great feature released by Highlevel. This is going to be sort of a ring call feature inside of the LC phone system inside of Highlevel. It's going to be a great feature. I'm going to show you how that works. Before we get started, click on the subscribe button. I always appreciate your support. Hit that bell notification because I do post a couple times a week. That way you know when a video comes out. Sit back and watch it and increase your high-level education. Alrighty, so what we're going to do here is take a look real quick at the phone system. So we've got a demo account here, and we've got to go into settings, and we're going to be looking at the phone system. Now, prior inside of Highlevel, there was really only one way to forward a number, and it was always had to be forwarded to one particular phone number. That did kind of suck because, even though that was a nice feature, if you did want to forward the number to another number, that was the only number you could forward it to. So if that was, for instance, the office number and the office person didn't pick up, what do you do here? So right now, this is a great new feature, and this feature is called different things in different phone system, but it could be called like a ring circle, a ring group, or something like that. What we're going to do is edit the configuration here. Now, inside of the configuration here, we're going to simply come down here and look at the bottom. This right here is what we're looking for here. This ring, if I could, give me a second here. No, I can't really move it. But this feature down here at the bottom that we can enable, let me see if I can move myself over here where it's going on. There we go. So right now, notice that we still have the call forwarding. Here, calls can still be forwarded. We still have all of this information here that we can call people to. But here at the bottom, we could say ring incoming calls to users, to all users. Now, here is where it really gets interesting because right now it says you can add up to 8 users. It's already listed there, but 8 different people. And what happens is that you're going to just choose different people in your company. So I'm going to sit back and we've got 2 staff members set up here. So I'm just going to say Jane Smith and I'm going to choose John Smith. So those are the people that I want to add. And as long as you have different members of your team listed there, you can add as many team members, that you care for up to 8. Again, you're kind of limited at 8. But what you're saying here is when calls come in now what's going to happen is that whenever inbound calls come in, all the people in the incoming ring calls to users, they're all going to get a call simultaneously. So everybody's phone is going to go off. Heaven forbid, everybody's in a meeting. Everybody's going to get a ring blast on their phone, and just their phone's going to start ringing. So this right here is a nice feature to have, but just keep in mind, 8 people is all you get, and they all ring at once. Now, here's what's going to happen. Number one, whoever picks up the phone call first is the winner here. So if the one person picks up a phone call, let's just say Jane answers the phone call first, then all the other users that are in the ring group, the calls drop, the calls stop. You can't pick it up because obviously one person's on the phone at one time. Whenever that person is on there at one time, then the first person picks it up, it gets the phone call, and moves forward. So that's how the ring group works, and I'm going to not save these changes. I don't want to mess this up, but this is where you would add it. Again, a great new feature, but that's not it. Hey, real quick, guys, if you're looking to start your own software company, then click on my free course in the link below. I'm going to teach you 8 ways that you can start your own software company very easily with no money out of pocket, no experience, and absolutely no tech skills. Check it out. Click the link below, and let's get back to the video. Let me scroll back out here. Now, if we come up to your staff, and we sit back and we take a look, let's just take a look at Jane and edit her configuration here. Let me see where this thing was at here. I think call and voicemail settings here. Here's where it's going to be very interesting because right now, this is not a new setting here, but this setting right here, forward calls to web app, forward calls to mobile app. This is a new feature that's been added with these ring calls, this ring group feature. We've always been able to add a phone number to a particular user. That's nothing new. But one of the things that I want to make sure that you know about here is that you can specify whenever they have the calls, where to send the calls to. Very interesting. So right now, if you want to, you can send it to the web app, meaning you're logged in at a computer or laptop. You've got the Highlevel system open, and you can, of course, if you ever take a look, that little phone icon in the top right is where you can make phone calls, but it'll actually ring at the top of that window as well when you have an incoming phone call. So if you're logged into the browser, you can actually take a phone call directly from the web browser. So that was one thing. Or if you wanted to, you can send the calls to the mobile app. So again, these are the only 2 ways that this can be forwarded to. Now, you can always do the forwarding. That's always an option for doing that. So if you want to forward it, that number kind of gets forwarded. I wouldn't recommend it. So you can do one or the other on there on the main screen. Forward the number like you had it before, and it can go to a particular number, or it can go to staff members, in which case they have to be logged in with the mobile app and so forth to get it. Now, this is also works in the employees or staff members' favor because if you have members that work different shifts and they might be on the ring group, all they have to do is, for instance, if you check this to say forward all my calls for this user to the mobile app, perfect. Well, if the person signed out of the mobile app, then they won't get the message. It will not ring because they're not logged in. Maybe they're not working right now. Their shift is over or hasn't begun yet, so that they won't get bothered with those phone calls when they're not at work. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, here's the caveat to this. You can select one or the other, but notice you can select both. Okay, you have to choose. So if you're dealing with an office worker who is at their, in the office on their computer and they're always logged into Highlevel, then they would probably going to be a good idea to send them to the web app. Okay, have them take a phone call from their computer through a web app. Excuse me, and that's where they're going to get it. Now, if you have both of these selected, okay, if you have both of them selected, then it will default to the web app. Okay, it will not call the mobile app if they are both checked. So please remember that both checked only goes to the web app. So that right there is one of the caveats. You do have to choose between these two, but these are the options that you get inside of the user configuration with the new ring setup to tell the system where to ring them at. What device to ring them on. So anyway, guys, this is a great new feature here to have. It's exciting. People have been asking for this now. Now you can have multiple people ring at one time, and now you will never miss a phone call, even though before you might have missed a few. So anyway, I hope you found this video useful. Got a little bit of information. You can go and edit this configuration. No need to do anything else inside of Highlevel. You just simply go into your phone numbers, edit that. The ring groups are there. You can take your forwarding number out and then apply that to staff settings. Now, before you apply it to staff settings inside of the screen here that we're looking at, go into the user areas and configure the users first. Okay, because otherwise, it could get messed up. So go configure the users on what user needs to be communicated in what way. Make sure they're all in there. Then when they're configured correctly in the user staff area where we were just at, then you come into this area, do the configuration, and then you can select all the people here in the ring group. And of course, once you select them, now the system knows how to communicate with them, web app or mobile app, and they're ready to go, and the system is good to go. But just remember to remove these forward calls too, because I'm not 100% sure on this one here, but I do believe if your forward calls number is still there, then it will still forward the calls to that number and it will not use the ring group. So be careful. So anyway, guys, I hope you found this useful. If you did, smash the little like button over there. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please help me support this channel. Subscribe. If you have any friends that are looking for high-level training, refer them to my YouTube channel. I always appreciate your support. I'm looking to grow, become better, and provide a better resource for you, the high-level user. Thank you so much again. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking to learn more about the GoHighlevel system, platform, and maybe you even want to start your own software as a service company, click on the description below. I offer a free course, and this course goes over all the things you would need to know regarding Highlevel. I even teach you 8 ways that you can make money with a Highlevel system with no experience, no tech skills, and no money out of pocket. Check out my link in the description below, and have a great day.